again, we're going to move forward with this. And I was just watching a clip this morning on Nkrumah, and here how he was in Ghana. He was he was such a forward visionary. Yet, and many times he was also criticized by people who didn't have that same vision. So sometimes you have to go with the flow. That's just the way it is. And so we're going to continue to be a visionary organization with HHW Group. A couple of things that I wanted to share with you before we start. I do want to stay on schedule. And one thing is that we're going to probably move the sessions tomorrow to my room, 2524. Okay. This evening, I think we're going to do M&Ms. I believe that's what the plan is. M&Ms or, okay, so we'll talk about that later on. But we're going to be in this room throughout the day. A couple of things again. One, the purpose of this year's theme and meeting. We are in the 21st century, and we need to make sure that we are on top of what's happening. So our key is to understand social media. And so that's why we have the theme this year around thinking forward and how we as Africans need to be on top of what's happening. You know, the Internet 2, all these social media groups that are out there. Otherwise, we will get left behind. So today we're going to have sessions that deal with the Internet as a business tool. We're going to deal with it as a networking tool, how we can do research on it. Because if you notice on this year's theme, I called it Part 1. Because next year, there's still flexibility because next year's an election year, so we could always modify this. But I do want to make it a Part 2 at some point. And I want to invite in representatives from the various computer operations, and if we can find some Africans, it makes it even better, and can talk to us about how we can use those tools or instruments to move forward. Beyond that, I think we've been on point. In some ways, we've been ahead of the curve in all the other years. And I said before that we cannot afford not to meet each year. Okay, it's so easy to throw in the towel, but we haven't done it. We've been doing this now for 12 years, and we're now talking about also making something really going international because, again, this is what my organization is about. INPR standards, HHEW. So the HHEW piece is the piece that most of you are most familiar with. But the INVR standards is the piece that I probably live and breathe every day. So again, when I give out this, the handouts for the retreat, you'll see the usual information about the mission of the organization. Okay. Clint Williams is videotaping this, and so I'll just focus on what he's doing right now without putting him on the spot. Only to say that one of the things that we want to do this year also is spend some time having each person come to the conference, talk about what he or she brings to it, what he or she wants to get out of this, talk a little bit what you're going to talk about on your panel, and then we're going to use this also as a way of retooling and also making more people aware of the organization. So it's a marketing tool as well. And he's done a very good job in the past of videotaping sessions from Bruce Cobb's watching his wife's feet that year. Remember we did that piece? Till other sessions on business, you know, with the people from CEOs from corporations coming in and so forth. So he will post this on YouTube, and then again we get a lot of hits from that. And then as Bill Delaney knows that with the what we're doing right now with Facebook with the very best of Africa and the diaspora, again we really are becoming international because people are getting excited about this, and he realized that what I'm trying to do and what a lot of African Americans are doing really does dovetail into what is happening in the African world. So it's no longer an appendage of what's going on. We are in some cases front and center. And I think this organization represents it as well. So we cannot stop doing what we're doing. Okay. Now, so those are the kind of things that I just wanted to do in my brief